Hey guys, Ash here, coming at you today, introducing you to 3 new troops in Clash Royale. You can see in Spell Valley Arena 5, we now have the Fire Spirits and the Furnace. Fire Spirits are common, Furnace is a rare card. We're going to get into what the cards do in just 1 second. But in Royal Arena, Arena 7, we also have a new card, and it is called the Guards card, and that is an epic card. So today, we will be unveiling these 3 cards to you, including gameplay and getting into details. Don't forget, you can now see the arena details as far as what you're going to get from your chests in the arena section there. So let's go ahead and check out these new cards. What do you say? Let's start with the epic card of the day. It is the Guard card. Now, before we get into it, let me just say that I love the artwork on all 3 of these cards, both on the card and actually in the game. So the Guards, let's talk about them a little bit here. You can see it says these 3 ruthless bone brothers with shields. Knock off their shields and all that's left are 3 ruthless bone brothers. So that's a funny way of saying that basically these are like the Dark Prince in the sense that they have a shield that can absorb some of the damage, and then they just basically become glorified skeletons. Now let's move on to the next troop here, the Fire Spirits. Fire Spirits look so cool in game. These 3 Fire Spirits are on a kamikaze mission to give you a warm hug. It's adorable if they weren't on fire. So another witty little description there. They're very fun. You can compare the hit points to goblins. They're both level 11s in this example here, and you can see they have less hit points, but they do area damage. They do splash damage. They kind of jump into their targets. We'll look at them in action just a second here. And the Furnace is the 3rd card. The Furnace is a rare card, and the Furnace basically spawns 2 Fire Spirits at a time. You can add the Furnace now to those spawner decks, and it'll be interesting to see what type of evolution this game takes after these new cards are introduced. You can see while we're waiting for a match here, we'll just fill up, it seems like an endless amount of arrows here, and that's because now we can donate so much more. It's crazy. And look, he can take 30 more as well, so we get a lot of gold out of that, we get some experience, and he gets some more cards as a result. That will be one of the new features. If you missed Sneak Peek 1 and 2, go ahead and check them out on my channel, and I will have the earliest Sneak Peek 4, so stay tuned to my channel. I can promise you I'll have it at the very first second it is available. It's some really cool stuff, really cool cards on the horizon coming still, so stay tuned. Now let's go into this match here. Okay, so this is the first time I've been playing these cards myself, and we're going to start with the Furnace. So the Furnace, you can see, look at those Fire Spirits. They totally, absolutely, a big splash damage, a pretty big radius on their splash damage. So I'm going to go ahead and arrow that over there. We're playing against Wicked YouTube, so shout out to Wicked. He was on my video yesterday as well. Very helpful guy, helping me record this awesome sneak peek footage for you guys today. So let's go ahead and get some. You can see the Guards. They have their shields up, and they're going against Guards on the other side as well. I'm going to go ahead and use a zap spell, try to sneak a hog in here, and let's see. I kind of like this deck, actually. It's pretty cheap. It's a cycle. It's still a hog cycle deck, but it does have the Furnace. I'm not sure if I'd include the Furnace in this actual deck, but I just wanted to play all 3 cards together and show you how they act and how they react to other cards that already exist in the game. So the Furnace spawns 2 at a time. The Furnace costs 5. Everything else, the Fire Spirits cost 2, and the Guard costs 3. Very nice cost, nice low cost overall on these new cards here. The 2 and the 3 and then the 5 isn't bad for a spawner unit. At all. It's not nearly as expensive as, obviously, the Barbarian Hut at 7. So as I go ahead and try to get some damage done to this right tower, let's go ahead again and discuss the utility of these new cards. So the 5-cost Furnace summons Fire Spirits. And what is a Fire Spirit? Well, it's a common card that's unlocked in Arena 5, that's Spell Valley, as we saw before. They are a 2-cost Elixir card that does splash damage. They're very fast moving, and they're very squishy, meaning they don't have a lot of hit points. Obviously, the Furnace also unlocked in the same arena as the Fire Spirits. So Spell Valley getting a lot more interesting, that's for sure. Now let's talk a little bit about the Guard card. So the Guard card again is unlocked in Royal Arena. They come in at a 3 elixir cost, pretty cheap as well, and they have a similar utility with those shields. Think of them as using the same shields, maybe, as the Dark Prince. The Dark Prince has that beautiful little shield there that absorbs the first hit it takes, even against a charging Prince, for example. And these guards act in the same way, meaning that they would be able to stay alive against a fireball spell. It will certainly be interesting to see how they're used. So now I have 2 furnaces set up. They're both going in the right-hand lane. They're really stopping any sort. Oh, he's playing the Royal Giant. You guys probably already know this. The Royal Giant's range is going to be dramatically increased. Look at him there. He's almost at the halfway point of the map. Wow, that's pretty crazy. But you know what? The furnace in my little fire spirits there, they're doing a heck of a good job really stopping that push coming from those huts on his lane. He has 2 furnaces of his own though, so I have to be careful as well. But I have the hit points down so low that I'm going to be able to arrow them down for the win. So good game, Wicked. Thanks for helping me out. And guys, thanks for watching my video again. Stay tuned to my channel really, really soon for some more cards for Clash Royale. Guys, thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care.
We don't play for fame, we don't play for cash. We just play for the glory and the clash of the ash.